Whenever somebody talks about business strategy, this sounds complicated stuff. But if you think about it, every business has a strategy, whether written or not, whether consciously worked upon or just driven by gut feeling. Every entrepreneur has ideas about why he wants to do business, what he wants to do in business, and how he wants to do business. Today I am going to talk about how you can make strategy an integral part of your business and structure it effectively without making it too complicated. This is Priyanka Baya, business and strategy expert, helping businesses grow in a sustainable way. Since strategy as a topic is quite detailed, I'll be making a series of videos on strategy formulation and execution. Today I'll be sharing an overview of the entire process. So what is strategy? Strategy means a plan of action designed to achieve long-term goals. This is kind of your master plan, which would help you to define your goals and action plan to achieve those goals. Always remember, success is 20% skills and 80% strategy. You might know how to succeed, but more importantly, what's your plan to succeed? This will make a huge difference. A common question which people normally ask: do I need to have a business strategy? Think about it. You want to build a home and you don't have any documented plan, and you start the construction. You build something and then realize, oh, by the way, I missed this. Let me break it a bit and redo this. Imagine this happening over entire duration of construction. So much of time and efforts will get wasted. You may still make a beautiful home. Now compare this. If you have an entire construction plan, the probability of having a home as per your desire in lesser time and money is much higher. Same is applicable to businesses also. A structured, well-planned strategy would help to reach your goals faster. Strategy is all about making choices, trade-offs. It's about deliberately choosing to be different. Another common question: is it a one-time process that I define the business strategy and then follow it in perpetuity? No. Since we are in a world where things are changing constantly, you can't have your strategy defined once and for all. It's a dynamic thing which you need to keep on reinventing and redefining. When you have an event like GST, demonetization, COVID, or anything which has an impact on your business, you might have to change your strategy. So how can one go about it? Let me share a case study with you. Think of a typical furniture store. It is a layout where all similar products are grouped in one area. All sofas together, all beds together, all tables together. When you enter into the showroom, there are multiple options for you to choose from: size, wood, upholstery. There are people around to help you. So you get the exact piece of furniture as you want, completely customized. But this makes the products more expensive and not instantly available. Now there are a number of people who are ready to pick up functional stuff without any customization if they are priced cheaply. So IKEA decided to tap into this segment. And the idea was, why are beautiful products only made for a few buyers? It must be possible to offer good design and function at low prices. It defines its ideal customers as young couples who are not wealthy and have young kids. Looking at this segment, IKEA redefined the entire process of buying furniture. At IKEA, you get modular furniture which you need to assemble at home. Instead of salespeople, you have clear in-store displays. The store sizes are huge and have variety of products for home, much more than furniture. It displays the products in a real room-like setting, which makes it easier for you to make a decision. Then you have perks like in-store childcare and a cafe. So understanding the current market offerings and accordingly positioning your products and services is the beginning of strategy formulation. Oh, did you realize you just learned the first step of business strategy planning? Business analysis. So there are 4 steps to strategy design and execution. Number 1, business assessment, which means analyze your current situation or know your business well. This is a diagnostic phase. This helps you to understand your business and its challenges better. You need to look at 2 things here, internal and external. Internal analysis of your business. Once you know and understand every bit about the business, people, division, departments, and verticals, it becomes easy. External analysis of industry, competitors, environment, and other relevant external factors. This step helps you to understand your business vis-a-vis your competition. It will help you to build action plan based on your strengths and also help you understand your weaknesses so that does not become an obstacle in your journey. IKEA used it beautifully, understood the gap in the market and decided to offer good quality, low price furniture. Step number 2, define your vision, mission, goals and values. Have you defined these? Vision is all about destination. Where do you want to reach? Or what do you want to become? This is all about future. Vision can be qualitative or quantitative. IKEA's vision is to create a better everyday life for the many people. Now, what is mission? Mission statement tells you why do you exist? Whom do you serve? Articulate your purpose in simple and clear terms. Mission focuses on today, the need of today. IKEA's mission reads, to offer a wide range of well-designed, functional home furnishing products at prices so low that as many people as possible will be able to afford them. Let's look at few more examples. Google. Its vision is to provide access to the world's information in one click. And its mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Another example, Amazon. Its vision is to be Earth's most customer-centric company, where customers can find and discover anything they might want to buy online. Its mission is to offer our customers the lowest possible prices, the best available selection, and the utmost convenience. Next comes values. Values basically means your principles. So these are fundamental beliefs of an organization. Values guide your thoughts and actions. Values help to define boundaries. Let's look at IKEA's values. Togetherness, caring for people and planet, cost consciousness, simplicity, renew and improve, different with the meaning, give and take, responsibility, and lead by example. So when your personal values match with organizational values, it becomes a strong synergy. Now, let's look at goals. Goals provide focus. Goals provide guidance and direction. Goals provide motivation and inspire and facilitate planning. Goals are time-bound, more specific, and help you to reach your vision. We have heard about smartphones, smart TVs. Now let's see how can we make our goals smart. Specific. What are you trying to achieve? Measurable. Quantify your specific thing. Achievable. It should be possible. It shouldn't give a feeling that I can't. Relevant and aligned to your overall scheme of things. Time-based. By when are you going to achieve these? So let's say I'm going to increase my revenue by 10% by March 2021. Step number 3, strategy formulation. So once you know where you want to reach and you also understand your potential, it's time to create your path to reach the goals. Let's identify the gaps in resources, whether team, money, skills, or anything, and build a strategy to fill those gaps. There should be a well-defined action plan for different areas of your business. There are n number of examples where organizations have been hit hard because of strategies which were based on incorrect assumptions about customers, competitors, or internal capabilities. It is said, the essence of strategy is choosing what not to do. So it's important to have clear priorities and action plan. At a broad level, there can be 27 business strategies depending on your internal and external assessment. And I'll be talking about those 27 strategies in one of the upcoming videos. Number 4, strategy execution. Without strategy, execution is aimless. And without execution, strategy is useless. Just having a strategy on paper is not going to help unless you are committed to implement the same effectively. As per research, 80% of businesses are not able to implement the strategy plans. So there is a 3-step process which would help you execute strategies. There are 3 C's. Communicate the plan well. Clear communication from top to the bottom layer of management is very, very important. Create the sense of urgency. As leaders, you have responsibility and urgency to implement strategy. But as it trickles down, the sense of responsibility and urgency both vanish. So it's critical to establish that sense of urgency to improve focus. Number 3, the 3rd C, continuous review. You need to do continuous critical and periodic review of ongoing activities with respect to your goals and make revision to the projects wherever needed. You have to be fast on your feet and adaptive, or else a strategy is useless. The most important thing is celebrate victories and keep perfecting on the go. And remember, hope is not a strategy. If you have enjoyed watching this video, please comment below, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. And if there are any topics on which you would like me to make some videos, you can also comment about those. Thank you for watching.